You're watching KOCO TV 5 Alive. Jack Bowen, Jerry Barnes, John Slater's weather, Mick Cornett Sports, and Jane Braden's Healthcast. This is 5 Alive News at 5.
Good evening. I'm Tom McNamara in for Jack Bowen.
And I'm Jerry Bonds. This is the first day of school for thousands of kids in the Oklahoma City Public School District. And most of us remember school as an unchanging classroom ritual, repeated year after year.
But as 5 Alive's Ron Gosden reports, at least one Oklahoma City school without fancy machines or radically new textbooks, but with a new teaching attitude, is embarking on a positive way to learn.
Many of the first day of school chores are inevitable.
Fourth grade, third grade.
Like getting kids into the right room.
Mr. Sarmale.
And passing out textbooks.
Tall as a tree, up on your tiptoes. Yeah.
Kindergartners still learn by play acting, and teachers still let it be known who's in charge.
So follow my directions.
But there's a new attitude here. 4 of Scheidler's teachers recently attended a special teaching seminar in Chicago, where setting high expectations for students is the key.
This year we're really jumping into it, right off the bat, showing the kids, you're expected to learn, and we're going to hold you responsible for the material discovered.
All right, say it again.
To meet those goals, the teachers learned that their students must feel good about themselves.
So a lot of what you'll hear is, good, bright boy, bright girl, I like that answer, very positive kinds of responses.
C, all right, very good, Tiara, C.
So now, along with a report card, these students will see and feel their success.
Oh, very good. Okay.
Ron Gosden, 5 Alive News.
We spoke with a school district representative in Indiana who has sent more than 24 teachers to Chicago for that specialized training. And he says that students of those teachers display an increased reading and overall accomplishment level that carries on throughout their education. Well, this may look confusing, but it's another year and another crush of students at Douglas High School winding their way to class today. Teachers and administrators spent a lot of time pointing first-year students in the right direction. The entrance to Douglas is restricted to doors guarded by metal detectors, the result of a shooting death of a student last year. Now, Douglas expects enrollment to exceed 925 students by the end of this week.
Oklahoma City Public Schools have some new programs designed for very young children this year. 19 new pre-kindergarten sites for 4-year-olds will be open. Also, new daycare centers will open at 4 elementary schools. An early childhood education program designed for children in kindergarten will aim to help improve self-esteem and excite students about learning. And a lot more people are joining PTAs in Oklahoma. The state's 500 PTAs have nearly 4,000 more members this year than last. Leaders say it's because they pay more attention to issues and are catering more to working parents. More and more Enid residents will have a chance to get a piece of the American dream, thanks to a new program that helps would-be homeowners buy that home.
And 5 Alive Enid Bureau Chief Monica Minjaras joins us now live from the Bureau to tell us how it all works. Monica.
Well, the whole thing is sponsored by the Community Development Support Program, and it's making the dream of home ownership a reality for those people who otherwise couldn't afford it. Not only that, but it's making definite inroads in renovating the east side of town. Realtors across Enid are practically giving away a select number of properties. Many of the homes will need some fixing up, but realtors here say the payoff to the buyers is worth it.
They can apply for the funds, receive their down payment, their closing costs. This will be forgiven if they live in the property 5 years.
Not only that, but the Community Development Support Association will reimburse homeowners for the repairs. Judy says it's simply a way to give want-to-be homeowners a way to achieve their dreams while fixing up properties on the east side of town. Stacy Chalito and her family took advantage of the offer. Stacy and her husband rented a duplex for about 7 years. 2 children later, they grew out of their home. Until hearing of the new housing program, Stacy and her family only dreamed of buying a house.
We struggle day to day just like everybody else, and, saving $100 is a big deal, much less trying to save $5,000 for a down payment.
Stacy says if it weren't for the Community Development Support Association, they'd probably still be living in cramped quarters. Surprisingly, not that many people have taken advantage of the program. There are a few criteria a person must meet, but they're not that stringent. The realtors I talked to today said there are still plenty of houses available and plenty of funds to go around. From the Enid Bureau, Monica Minjares, 5 Alive News.
Okay, a lot of neat old houses, Monica. I can't believe they're going to last long. What
Sounds
a deal.
like a great program. Thanks.
Dayline Detroit, where 170,000 school kids have no place to go. Their teachers begin week 2 of a strike today. Negotiations between the teachers union and the school board broke off early this morning, and no more meetings are planned. Detroit teachers want an 8% pay raise. Pro-life demonstrators targeted 2 abortion clinics in Brookline, Massachusetts. Members of Operation Rescue chained themselves together inside of a car and in the hallway of a clinic. They called today